Hey, what's up everybody, Nexel here. Today we're playing Honkai Star Rail. Gonna be going through the story some more. Hopefully gonna take out a pretty big chunk tonight because I am still suffering from the idea that I have Lingsha at level 1, and part of the reason I really can't level Lingsha up is because I don't have access to this Echo of War quite yet. So we are struggling a little bit, so let's go ahead and not delay on doing this story. Let's rearrange our team first, though, because we are going to go with the follow-up team. Because honestly, like, the follow-up team, like, or at least, like, you know, my version is, we have the follow-up team at home kind of deal. So let's see here, and then we got Robin. Well, I guess Robin sort of makes it the not at home version. We always want Robin to be charging up, so let's go ahead and swap these two. And then Fei Zhao, it doesn't matter if Fei Zhao gets hit or not. Okay, yep. So this is going to be the team that we're going to be playing with today. And let's head on over to the Xianzhao Laofu and keep it going. Oh, wait a minute. This is the wrong one. Wait a minute. Here we go. Okay. Let's keep going, y'all.
I am glad to finally meet you in person, guests from the Astral Express. I'm Fei Zhao, the general of the Xianzhou Yaocheng.
Let me introduce our guest to you. The one dressed in green.
He's the reincarnation of Imbibitor Lune, and the person behind him is the newest member of the crew. I've heard a lot about you. Outside the reports from the Laofu, the Skyfaring Commission of the Yaocheng has also gathered plenty of information about both of you. I've been eager to meet you face to face for reasons that I'm sure General Jing Yuan has explained, right? Straight to the point. I like it. According to General Jing Yuan's report, the Ruin Legion is to blame for the Ambrosial Arbor crisis, and all Arbiter Generals should pay attention to the Ruin Author's movements. Over the years, the Destruction's minions have wreaked havoc on countless worlds, and the Alliance has been keeping an eye on them, but no one expected them to join hands with the remnants of the Abundance. The damage caused by the Ambrosial Arbor crisis was far less severe than expected, which is good news for us. However, it was quite different from the Ruin Legion's usual style of destroying life wherever they go. While I trust the bravery of the Divine Foresight and the Nameless, I'm curious about some details missing from the report. I'd like to take this chance to have an exchange with both of you. Let me be clear, the questions I'll ask might not reflect my actual thoughts, so please don't take offense if any of my questions seem a bit harsh.
Please go ahead, General. But keep in mind we can only answer based on what we know. And perhaps you already have the answers to your questions in your heart.
You have a clever tongue. I like it.
The Merlin's claw is quite articulate. Right now, her intentions are unknown, and Jing Yuan wants us to be honest. Maybe I'll just stick to the facts we know.
Let's cut to the chase. Before the crisis struck, the Astral Express was guided here by a Stellaron hunter, a wanted felon, in an attempt to resolve the Stellaron crisis. However, everyone in the cosmos knows of the Stellaron hunter's reputation, So, why did you place so much trust in them? Could it be that some of you have a connection with them?
Apart from the Lafu, there are many other worlds suffering from Stellaron corrosion. For example, Eurillo 6, the world that the Express stopped at before reaching the Lafu, was one of them.
To the Express, Stellarons act as roadblocks on the Silver Rail and pose risks to the warping process. And that's why dealing with Stellaron issues is part of the duty of the Nameless.
Ah, I've heard about those problems caused by Stellarons. The Express connects various worlds, so it makes sense for you to take care of this. The cosmos is a mess, and the Trailblazers are just doing their best to fix it. I understand. Let's move on to the next question. The report suggests that Don Shu, the master of the Disciples of Sanctus Medicus, colluded with the Lord Ravager and used the power of the Stellaron to resurrect the Ambrosial Arbor. But here's the thing. Don Shu was just a chief alchemist. Even if she colluded with our enemies and summoned the Stellaron, how did she manage to bypass the Videodora guards around the Ambrosial Arbor?
I personally met Don Shu once. Her closest friend was killed during the war on the Fanghu, and she harbored deep hatred towards the Hunt. So she spent years making preparations in the Alchemy Commission, in order to take revenge on the Xianzhou.
Revenge is also a form of the Hunt. However, that doesn't explain how she managed to bring the Stellaron into the Scale Gorge waterscape, which was guarded by the Videodora.
Well, you should ask Don Shu herself for the answer.
Unfortunately, Don Shu is dead, and even her corpse has crumbled into ash. That's one less clue we can pursue. According to the report, Lord Ravager Fantilia is the mastermind behind the entire conspiracy. She disguised herself as an ambassador of the Skyfaring Commission and traveled with you, only to vanish without a trace later on. It seems too convenient to label her as a scapegoat.
Fantilia is one of the Heliobi, the energy life forms that once fought against the Xianzhou. They're known for their unpredictable and elusive nature.
Just as he said, when the Ambrosial Arbor resurrected, its roots broke through the creation furnace on the Lawfu, accidentally releasing the Heliobus fiend fire sealed inside. This can be used as circumstantial evidence.
If Elder Hua Yen accepts the explanation, so do I. Oh, it seems that your answers have addressed all my questions. Generals, I am finished with my questioning.
So, what do you think, General Fei Shao? Have the doubts in the report been cleared up?
The two Nameless have been honest in their answers. Even though there are some tricky details, my intuition tells me there is nothing wrong. However, the 3 questions I posed earlier were not just for the Nameless, but for you too, General Jing Yuan. First, the Disciples of Sanctus Medicus grew uninterrupted on the Law Fu, yet the 6 charioteers were not aware of it. That was a dereliction of duty. Second, you believed in the Stellaron Hunter's prophecy and entrusted outsiders to solve the crisis, even granting them access to the Plague Mark. That was a dereliction of responsibility. Third, you insist on holding the war dance right after the Ambrosial Arbor crisis, putting the Lawfu back in the spotlight. That is a dereliction of wisdom.
Merlin's Claw. Is this your line of thinking? Or the Ten Lords?
From the moment I walked in, I made it clear that the questions I'd ask might not reflect my actual thoughts.
The disciples of Sanctus Medicus were deeply rooted and had been plotting for a long time. I admit it was my negligence for not noticing it earlier. As for the Stellaron Hunter's prophecy, I didn't believe all of it, but in the end, the Lawfu did survive the Ambrosial Arbor crisis. So, I think it's safe to say that Elio's prophecy about the future holds some merit. And as for the war dance, do you think I'm unaware of the risks? However, risks can also be opportunities. The Lawfu has lain low for too long. I believe it's time to stir up the dregs hidden in the depths and wash them away once and for all.
Just as I expected from our sophisticated divine foresight. You have a way with words. I like it. But, unfortunately, ever since the report was submitted, the Alliance has been filled with rumors and speculation. Even within the Lawfu, there are people accusing you of neglecting your duties, resulting in the Ambrosial Arbor's resurrection.
So what are your thoughts on all of this, General Fei Shao?
As a fellow Arbiter General, I fully understand the difficulties of this position. Personally, I think all these rumors are meaningless drivel. Across the sea of stars, the Divine Foresight knows better than anyone else what happened on the Lawfu and the meaning behind it. Just as what happened on the Xianzhou Yaoqing recently.
You mean the Xianzhou Yaoqing is also...
The scouts of the Verdant Knights have sent back reports that Borisin are making trouble again. The Borisin packs that were once divided and scattered have started swallowing each other up, forming larger and larger packs. Moreover, there's an entity named Mongus behind it all.
An entity?
According to the report, this entity isn't actually a Borisin. It's a woman claiming to be the messenger of the Master of Immortality. She's described as having 12 faces and 12 pairs of fangs, as cruel as poison and as elusive as quicksand. The Borisin believe she'll give them a chance to rise again.
That's Ventilia.
That's right. You're lucky that I'm the one who came this time. If it were the Patina Justice or the Seer Strategist, this conversation might not be so friendly. I've always had faith in my instincts, so I don't doubt your good intentions. But the Alliance has its fair share of questions and doubts about the Lawfu. So, my plan is to come up with an acceptable answer to satisfy the Alliance.
What's in this plan, General Fei Shao?
General Jing Yuan, you already know what has to be done. But since you don't want to be the bad guy, I'll take care of it for you. You need the final word from the Ten Lords Commission to quell any doubts. And for that, I'll have to ask the two Nameless to visit the Shackling prison. No, I'm not imprisoning you. While you're there, I'll ask a judge in the Ten Lords Commission's Interrogation Division to record a detailed testimony with the karmic mirror from both of you. We'll fill in the gaps that weren't covered in the report, and silence any protests within the Alliance.
I'm okay with that.
Your willingness to help is truly heartwarming, youngsters.
Then, as the Merlin's Claw requests,
Oh, there's one more thing. This testimony is for silencing the voices of opposition within the Alliance, but I would like to urge General Jing Yuan to listen to the pleas of the Foxians on the Xianzhou Yaoqing.
so, you are here for Hule.
Exactly. Hule is locked up in the Lawfu's shackling prison. Since he is the broodlord of the Borsen, I want to transfer him onto the Xianzhou Yaoqing and imprison him there. The recent movements of the Borsen suggest they're planning something big, so we must act preemptively.
It makes sense to have the Foxians keep an eye on their arch-nemesis. Since you trust my judgment, I'll repay that trust. What do you think about all this, General Huayan?
I was worried this would turn into a heated argument, but it seems like both of you are on the same page, solving each other's problems. I couldn't have asked for a better outcome.
And as for Hule, I'll send my lieutenants Zhao Chou and Moza to check on his condition in prison and ready him for transport. If there are no more questions, shall we get this started?
Ooh, alright, let's digest that a little bit. So first things first, I get very nervous when the interrogation scenes go up. Because I feel like there were times where like I picked the wrong answer, and then it was like the noise that the game makes when you pick the wrong answer is so demeaning. So yeah, the interrogation scenes always like kind of catch me off guard. And I don't even know why there was like an interrogation here, because it was just like give honest answers. I'm like, oh my gosh, when did we finish the Stellaron crisis on the Xianzhou Laofu? Because that was a hot minute ago, so I kind of forgot some of the details. So it's like I wasn't trying to not be honest, I just had no idea if I was correct 100%. And then last thing before we move on to the next part of the story, anyone else think that like the generals of the Xianzhou are just like the coolest characters? I don't know what it is about the generals. They're just like, and their outfits look so cool, right? Like look at Fei Zhao's outfit, Jing Yuan's outfit. They didn't give as much attention to detail to Huayan, but like honestly, still looks really cool. I just feel like the generals are just like dressed super well, and they're just so cool. All right, well, let's all right, y'all. Let's move on to the next one.
Well, I'm glad we managed to talk this out.
Do you actually believe in the Stellaron Hunter's prophecy?
Yes, I do. That's why I'm here.
I understand. While words can be deceiving, your gaze, your breathing, and your scent, they reveal more than your words do. I trust my intuition more than any words. You're definitely a unique individual, just like Huayan said. I hope you'll walk alongside the Rainbow's path as a friend.
Well, I'm glad we...
Why is Fei Zhao just so cool? All the Space China outfits look the same in design, but they just look so cool, right? Like something about Fei Zhao just reminds me, like, okay, so I liked the Star Fox games. Do I think they're the best games to ever touch the planet? Probably not, but honestly, like, flying in the R-Wings was pretty cool. But yeah, it's like, it gives Square Enix vibes, right? Like, all the belts, like, there's so many flowy pieces. For some reason, they also gave her a giant axe and gunblade swords. Jing Yuan summons, like, a giant monster. Like, I don't know. I think everyone on the Xianzhou is like dressed really cool, and they have like such cool things about them. Which reminds me of a better gunbreaker from Final Fantasy XIV. I never played 14. I didn't play the online games. Something about online games are toxic for me, because like then I spend 14 hours on them, and I simply don't have 14 hours. Also, Trains, what's up, bro? How you been?
You're definitely... I hope you'll walk along.
All right, let's go to the prison, y'all.
I'm really sorry about all this, but the testimony in the shackling prison won't take up much of your time. I'll call for a messenger to take you to the interrogation division. You just need to give your testimony, and then you can head back. So no need to worry.
As you wish, General.
As General Jing Yuan requested, everything is prepared for your arrival, and I am here to receive you. The judges at the Interrogation Division also know your purpose in coming.
I accidentally started a new gacha game? Brother. Why? What game? I thought I was playing regular Metal Slug, but Metal Slug Awakening is a gacha format. Everything's a gacha format, which is really funny because Metal Slug is like, man, that game, the name. How old is that series? I gotta look it up real quick. Woo, SNK. Oh. 1996, there we go. I was like, man, SNK, I haven't heard that name in a minute. Yeah, right? The PS1, that's what I was thinking too. I was like, are we still talking about the same series? That's crazy, dude.
The shackling prison. I didn't expect to be back here after all these years.
Danhong.
Don't worry about me.
If you're ready, I'll open the gate for you. Well, technically, the shackling prison is spread out across multiple delves, and the ancient sea is just where they overlap. Please, come on in, dear guests.
Sorry, I didn't advance the story because I wanted to like just check this place out a little bit. Because like we're underwater, it feels like. And I'm not gonna lie, for a minute I was like, that's kind of lazy writing where they just kind of said like, you know what? Let's just throw a random portal in there and it'll take you to the prison. So that's what I was thinking as we were getting teleported here. Also, one thing about this, like, the face thing in the back, I think it's also in the MOC background, isn't it? Thought it was. Not the Forgotten Hall. What am I doing? Oh, yeah, no, it's the same thing. I think so? Maybe? Perhaps? Am I imagining it? Yeah, there it is. See, there's the face again. Also, low-key, y'all, I've been feeling pretty good about my gameplay recently because, like, we're starting to clear the top tier content more consistently. So I feel like my team building is getting there. Except for Pure Fiction, because like low-key I need to invest more on my AoE characters. Like I recently started investing into my Herta because y'all, I needed it. I really needed to focus on Herta. Like, she's just so busted in Pure Fiction. So yeah. This was actually the project I've been working on for the past 2 weeks, is just leveling up my Herta. Now I'm like working on the relics. Overall, not too bad. I wish I had more crit damage, to be honest. Like, what are my relics looking like for Herta? Oof, big oof. I love seeing crit rate, crit damage. I hate seeing when the stats go somewhere else. Actually, this wouldn't be such a bad idea. If this hits into crit damage one more time, that wouldn't be such a bad idea. Oh, wait. Why don't I just invest into this? So many pieces I could invest into. These two specifically. Probably this one the most because low-key this gets 5 rolls on it. As long as none of them go into defense, we're chilling. But just as a backup, right? Because that's what I thought about this piece, is that this is going to be great. And it wasn't. Actually, you know, let's just do this right now. Let's do this right now. I have faith in this piece. And I'm hoping streamer luck kicks in too. Because honestly, like, 1 and 1 is, like, not really that good, to be honest. Alright, y'all. Can we get it all the way up to 15? I don't think we have enough. No, I don't have enough. These are all pieces that are experimental, by the way. That's why they're not locked. Because, like, they're experimental, gotta see how they roll kind of pieces. Because if they roll bad, I'm willing to trash them. But First things first. Here we go. If it rolls into defense like twice, that's GG's. That's just GG's. Please finish that pure fiction and get that toll. I'm trying, bro. I'm trying. Alright. Here we go, y'all. If it rolls into attack, crit damage, and crit rate, we're swimming. Oh my freaking gosh. It's like the same thing, except I think the crit damage is a little worse. Can it get up there? Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. We'll take it. We'll take it. Ah, that one defense though feels bad. Go again with the other one? Wait, what do you mean go again with the other one? This isn't so bad. And then for the hands, I got... Oh, I think this rolled into crit rate 3 times. Whoo! Whoo! I was pretty happy about that. That was pretty good. Body rolled into... effect res, not too happy about that, but I'm happy with crit rate and it rolled into crit damage once. I think it's the only crit rate piece I have that has crit damage on it too. So yeah, I'm okay with that. This I gotta even just level up just flat out. I think it's the only boots I have that have attack percent on it. Sphere, we're running this. I hate my planar sets because they always roll wrong. For Herta, they've just been rolling horrendously wrong. But it is what it is. Because really, I only plan on using Herta for like pure fiction, TBH. But yeah, dude, trains. I'm trying. Go again with that other. Oh, are you talking about my pure fiction run? No, we're here for the story. We're here for the story because, like, there have been so many times over the past 2 weeks, I thought, oh, man, life would be so much better if I leveled up my Lingsha. So, that's what we're working on today. Man, it's like, I hate looking at this character design because there's so many times where I was like, you tried to kill me once. You tried to kill me multiple times by stunning me. Alright, here we go.
If you're ready, I'll open the gate for you.
This is some Legends of the Hidden Temple nonsense right here. Like, bro, these are spikes. You know, by physics, I think it actually makes more sense for them to be, like, circular spheres or, like, rods versus spikes. Unless they're the gates close so slowly, they're trying to, like, kill something with these spikes. I remember all y'all trying to kill me, too.
What are you looking at?
The shackling prison on the Luofu is completely different from the one on the Yaoqing. It's completely underwater.
Whether it's in the clouds or underwater, breaking free would still be a piece of cake for me.
Still thinking about your old jailbreak tricks, huh? Forget it. You're free now. Just don't do anything stupid, or the judges will throw you back in there and lock you up for a few hundred years.
You'll see me again in just a few days.
Taking Hule back to the Yaoqing means a lot to the Foxians on the ship, and to the General herself. So stay alert.
Guests, my name is Shui Yi, and I'm here on orders from the Incarceration Division of the Ten Lords Commission.
We're Jiao Cho and Moza. General Fei Xiao sent us to extradite the Borisin criminal Hule to the Yaoqing. We're here to inspect the conditions of his imprisonment and make preparations for the handover and transportation. I assume you've been briefed, Your Honor.
Your visit request has been approved.
I'll be your guide for this trip. Prisoner Hule, the warhead and brood lord of the Boris and Abominations of Abundance and the arch-nemesis of the Foxians, is responsible for 2,123 wars of aggression and countless associated crimes. Due to his heinous acts, he has been imprisoned in the depths of the Shackling Prison and subjected to the punishment of the Forest of Swords until the end of time. He shall never be pardoned.
No need to repeat his crimes and sentence, Your Honor. He is the greatest enemy of us Foxians. The stories of his atrocities are used to terrify our children. I'm well aware of every crime he's committed. Let's move on to the next step.
When it comes to visiting criminals, there are rules in place to ensure your safety. I know you've heard legends about Hule since you were children, but your knowledge about him is likely very limited. Only the judges of the Ten Lords Commission truly know what kind of abomination is locked up at the bottom of the Shackling Prison. It has been centuries since Jing Liu, the former sword champion of the Luofu, captured Hule. And during all those years, we never provided him with any food. Yet he somehow managed to stay alive. It defies all the documented physical characteristics of the Borisin. The Forest of Swords, forged by the Punishment Division, is a device of intense torment, used to execute sinful abominations. Most Borisin die within 3 days in the forest, but Hule is different. Every time the blades pierce him, his body instantly heals. Despite the brutal punishment, he somehow manages to survive. The complex rules are there because of his abnormal characteristics. Do you understand now?
I apologize for any offense caused. Please continue, Your Honor.
I've given you the instructions regarding Hule's visitation. Please make sure you read them carefully. And please, take this pellet before proceeding.
No, I'm not taking random medicine.
Then you won't be allowed to visit Hule.
Just swallow it already. Hule is like all Borisin. He can release a pheromone called lupatoxin that induces fear. Thousands of years ago, we Foxians were enslaved by the Borisin. Not because we were naturally weaker, but because of their lupatoxin. This pill is for our own mental well-being.
I understand.
I knew you were a reasonable person. Now that we've taken the medicine, let's proceed. Your Honor.
What is it?
No. Never mind. Maybe I'm just imagining things. Let's keep moving.
Here we are. Her Honor hasn't arrived yet. Please wait a moment.
Alright, y'all, let's recap some more. First of all, I wonder if Hule is part of, like, the war that, Yukong was part of. Like, honestly, like, I wish I understood, Star Rail lore, like, super well, because it's so intricate. It's really interesting. What else do I want to say about that? Like, everything so far. First of all, Shui is super cool too. I should level up Shui some more, but I just simply have no need for her on my teams. But I think she's really cool. I think as a character, she's cool. She's like very calm and composed and stuff. Moza, on the other hand, is the definition of like, if this game had a version of Shadow the Hedgehog, that would be Moza. Except Shadow the Hedgehog is like intelligent and like, you know, understand stuff, and it feels like Moza's just like, no, not me, this doesn't apply to me. Like every time Moza came on the screen, I was like, what is he gonna say? Please, just don't leave this guy's mouth. What else about that scene? I kind of want to fight Hule with Jingliu. Just for spite. Give Moza a gun and then, like, speed boots, right? Boots that, have, like, mini rockets in them. Speaking of Shadow, like, I've just been seeing ads for the new Sonic the Hedgehog game, and it looks so dope. Alright, what's the goal here? Take a walk around and wait? Alright, let's see what everyone's got to say.
This place... it's still as cold as it used to be. Sorry, I was just reminiscing about some unpleasant memories. Thank you. It's all my fault that you were involved in the Xianzhou's problems. You shouldn't have to see the inside of the shackling prison. I'm so sorry. I wish I could show you the real sights of the Luofu. The 6 charioteers might have more power over the rest of this Xianzhou ship. But here, in the shackling prison, is the judges of the 10 Lords Commission who call the shots. The judges will use a complicated interrogation device called the Karmic Mirror. It accurately tracks every physiological change during questioning and records it. Therefore, the judgment made here will be sufficient to convince the other administrators of the Xianzhou. At least they won't attempt to challenge the conclusions. Perhaps that's why Fei Xiao insisted that we come here. Okay. But watch your step. This place is not like the others.
Sorry, one more thing I gotta mention about the shackling prison is that why are there just chains everywhere, right? Like, I get that it's a prison. I have a feeling I have to fight all of those down there. But, like, some of these chains aren't even attached to anything. What is this chaining down? Is it just there for aesthetics? To make it look more prison-y? I don't know, I feel like the Xianzhou's pretty...
Her honor hasn't arrived yet. Please wait a moment.
That's just a fancy way of saying I gotta fight everybody down there. Especially that one, the small one.
Her honor hasn't arrived yet. Please wait a moment.
Welcome, dear guests from the Express. Judge Hanya of the Interrogation Division. We've met before. You don't want to see me? Well, in that case, I can call in the judge who's an expert in acupuncture, or the one who's handy with axes and saws, or the one who knows all about whips and ropes. We've got plenty of options here, and we'll find one that suits your taste. Just kidding. We judges work in shifts, and it just happens to be my shift. Maybe we're destined to cross paths. Please allow me to express my gratitude to you again for subduing the demons in the Fixtral Garden.
Looks like while March 7th and I were clueless, you already made many friends on the Xianzhou Luofu.
Even though you and I have met before, we can't show any favoritism under the Ten Lords. So, please do as I command as we head to Scrivener Hall and beyond. Don't do anything without my permission. This is not a place for ordinary mortals. You and Mr. Danheng, please come with me.
Please lead the way, Your Honor.
Please let me activate the mechanism before we all move forward. And please, watch your steps.
Imagine just working in this shackling prison and then like just suddenly all the like floors just start moving. Imagine you're like standing in the corner, you know, like taking a nap, chilling, and then the floor starts moving. All right.
Be very careful and watch your step as you make your way through. The terrain inside the shackling prison is treacherous. One wrong move, and you could end up plunging into the depths. And if you're really unlucky, you might be frozen solid or burned to a crisp before anyone can help you.
Gee.
But with your skills, I don't think you need to worry about that. You're funny. This prison does contain many layers. We even brought in Videodora Icor line craftsmen to introduce the ingenuity of Delve enchantment. What you're seeing now is just one part of the shackling prison.
Perhaps. Judging from the appearance, much of the architecture in this prison has a Vidyadoran style. So, perhaps they did have a hand in building this place back then.
As for how many floors there are, well, not even us judges know for sure. But there's a legend among us judges that a short-life prisoner once tried to escape, but ended up falling into the depths. And when we found him at the bottom, he was already an old man on the brink of death. Did he spend his whole life falling? Or did some long-life prisoner drain his life essence? We'll never know. Anyway, please don't try anything like that. Please, come this way.
Low-key, Hanya kind of spoopy.
I heard the war dance is about to be held in the mortal world. I remember watching a sword duel at the war dance with my sister when we were young. The Cloud Knight, who was the Luofu's ringmaster, was an amazing swordsman, and their sword flashed like lightning. The Outworld Challenger had fiery red hair and a hand made of steel, which roared like thunder. They battled for a long time before a winner could be declared. Time sure flies. Now, both my sister and I are residents of the Netherworld, and we will never again feel the thrill of a competition. Are there a lot of people in Starskiff Haven due to the war dance? Sounds amazing. It's a shame I'm too busy to attend. But even if I could, I'd probably just scare people off with my current appearance. Let's get going then.
Ah, yes. The silence. This is the type of silence that gets very loud. What's down here? An escape route?
It's freezing.
This place is filled with the cold air from the northern peak of the polar delve. Even the toughest long-life species would have a hard time enduring this.
Alright, y'all. Time to play with the mechanisms. Never mind. The game said no. I should really worry about exploring later. Alright, yeah. Let's focus for now.
Let's see.
Did you hear something just now? Let me check it out. Ugh, what an eyesore. This place is packed with boxes and crates.
Which relic is that? Oh, this is the new relic set. Increases speed by 6%. Pretty sweet. When using skill, increases the ability targets on one allied target. So this isn't going to work on Bronya. This seems kind of limited. Like, it feels like, for the most part, it's the two-piece that you care about. This would work well on, like, Tingyun? Trying to think of what other characters only target like one other person. I feel like this is more for the two-piece. Increases crit rate by 8%, increases damage by skill and ultimate by 20. After using the ultimate, additionally increases damage dealt by the next skill. Oh, this is the piece that everyone theorizes for Jingliu. Okay.
These crates, they look oddly familiar.
A few days ago, the Spiritfarers received reports about an IPC transport ship that was attacked by Borison. Then, a bunch of those abominations were dumped into this place. I had a feeling there would be trouble during the war dance, but throwing both the pirates and the cargo in jail? That's a new one. I heard the Intelligentsia Guild crafted something dangerous. We have many records in the Hall of Karma about these wise ones. They love to tinker with forbidden technologies, always trying to push the limits of Ingenia. I caught a glimpse of the mechs in those crates, and they bear a striking resemblance to Borison. I wonder what they're planning this time. Well, business first. Let's keep moving. Strange. I don't remember checking the containment facilities a second time.
Watch out!
Emergency! All wardens prepare for action! Emergency! All wardens prepare for action! What's happening here? Why are these things moving on their own? Something is wrong. The guards aren't responding.
Oh, that scene was dope. I think
Come on!
one of the things I loved about that scene was, you know, all these giant mechs popped up, and we just pulled out our baseball bat. It's batting season, y'all. Let's go.
Here you go, Master! That kinda tickles. Harmony and unison.
Never hesitate!
Doors echo!
Amidst all the chaos, I love just the random song coming on.
Together as one. I could take 10 of you.
Show me what you can do. Fearless knows not fear. I won't do.
Oh, I get it.
I venture forth to hunt. Forever triumphant! Check. Victory is inevitable!
Time to show you what Azure Dragon, White Tiger, less carbs. Watch
This thing is going wild, just like a Borison.
Looks like we're on our own for this one.
Never hesitate! I won't do.
Awesome! Now watch this!
But how is this even possible? The Spiritfarers follow the protocols, cutting off power to the mechs and sealing the crates. How could these mechs still start moving?
It's just like what happened in the Artisanship Commission before. These goods went haywire and attacked everyone in sight. The Alchemy Commission members examined them and found some unusual structures within. These things showing up in the Shackling prison can only mean one thing.
A prison break.
And whoever delivered these goods clearly wanted them to go through the Xianzhou's strict inspection process to show the Skyfaring Commission and Cloud Knights how dangerous they were. They wanted these mechs to end up right here, in the Shackling prison.
If these things already started taking action while nobody was paying attention, then the whole prison is in trouble, I'm afraid. And to make things worse, another group of visitors just entered the depths of the Shackling prison. The messengers from the Xianzhou Yaoqing. And the prisoner they came to visit might be the target whom these wolf-shaped mechs were delivered here for. If that vicious beast manages to break free, it will be a catastrophe for the Xianzhou Luofu. Here we are.
Have we arrived already, Your Honor? Shouldn't there be a cage here?
The most notorious felons are locked away in the solitary delves, deep down in the prison. Those delves can't be opened without proper authorization. The blue bird paves the path, and the Stygian lanterns illuminate it. Help me light up these lanterns, and the way to the bottom of the Shackling prison will reveal itself.
This Borison dude ain't gonna be trouble
I've
for
given you
us.
the diagrams for lighting the lanterns. Please take a look.
Like I was saying, this Borison dude ain't gonna be any trouble for us, because we have the Sword Master. And even though I guess she's underpowered now, I think our build's pretty good. I think our Jingli build's pretty good. Team has to include Xiaoqiu. I think to that degree, we gotta go with this team. Amplifier. Oh, wait, duh. Duh? Question mark? I'm trying to remember what Zhaochu does. Because I kind of forgot, to be honest. I can't view info. That's cool. That's fine. Alright. I'm trying to think, because the team's got to have people that inflict debuffs. Do I want to go with a Gwynaifin? Who inflicting debuffs? We can go Gwynaifin, get Fire Kiss going. But I think Gallagher is also like a good choice. We're gonna go with Gallagher.
It's better to use your brain and save your strength.
Imagine if at any given moment, like, a gear broke.
The path is open. Once we descend to the bottom of the prison, please do not do anything reckless. Inside the delve, behind this door, is the greatest enemy of the Foxians, Hulei. According to custom, envoys from the Yao Qing visit the Xianzhou La Fu once every century to check on this abomination's imprisonment and condition. Even though the Ten Lords Commission sentenced Hulei to the Forest of Swords, suffering every day for the rest of his life, I understand that the Yao Qing messengers want to see him dead. Unfortunately, for the past 7 centuries, they've had to return disappointed. Because this beast simply can't be killed.
If we can use his toxin to create medicine and save an innocent life, it might help balance out some of the sins he's committed. Could you be the key to a cure for the General, Hulei?
And once again, the envoys of the Yao Qing will leave disappointed. However, I won't say the same for me and my brothers.
Who's there?
I'm just a humble counselor of the Rhino Hound Pack. You can call me Mock Talk.
Wardens, intruders on the lowest level! Send reinforcements!
Nobody will hear you here, at the bottom of the shackling prison. Thank you for opening up the prison for us, Your Honor. We'll take it from here.
No wonder I kept smelling that familiar stench. So it wasn't just my imagination. Do your thing, Morza.
We mustn't let these abominations get any closer! Detestable things. There are too many of them.
Once we were inside the shackling prison, We found soldiers available for us everywhere.
Nice like a good brew. Full-bodied and sweet.
Let's make it quick, y'all.
Friends? Indulge yourselves!
I like adding fuel to the fire.
Alright, I'm gonna be real. I don't know what Jiaochu does. Alright. Deals fire damage to a single enemy and minor... Deals fire damage to a single enemy and minor fire damage to adjacent targets with a high chance of inflicting 1 stack of Ashen Roast. Sets the number of Ashen Roast stacks on an enemy to the highest number. Then activates a zone and deals fire damage to all the enemies while inside the zone. Receive increased ultimate damage. Okay, so basically hit one enemy a ton of times and give him Ashen Roast. Spread the whole thing out with the ultimate. Okay.
We have the upper hand.
So I'd say he's probably SP neutral. I hate Muktak so much, honestly.
Enemy data signet markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
Jiaochu applies debuffs like seasoning and uses them to cook his enemies. Let's go.
For oblivion. I weep for the departed.
I mean, I heard he's a hotbot kind of guy.
I suggest you surrender now. Of course, I'll still kill you all. But I promise it'll be swift.
How's this taste?
Thanks for the support.
How about letting the enemy strike first? More seasoning. I'm honored by your... Since you're already here, why not have a meal before the battle?
Ready for another? Net markers activated.
We're just gonna basically keep popping off Pela's ultimate and get the defense reduction down.
Still waters of oblivion.
Bye!
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
How presumptuous. Die now!
Leave if you can, Mosa.
It's not time yet.
Familiar.
Low-key, they hit kind of hard.
Nice like a good friends? Indulge yourselves!
I don't know why I thought Jiaochu was supposed to be some type of healer. Like, actually healing the
It's better
team.
to make no move. A little more
Another journey begins, destined for oblivion. I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Oof, Acheron.
Guard the gate! They can't be allowed in!
Been a long time. Boy, welcome back.
How many times has Verdantia spun around since our last hunt? Duran's whelp. Tell me your name.
Oh, great Hule. nemesis of the Foxians, and the hunter of all beings. I'm Moktok, a humble counselor of the Rhino Hound Pack. I am only one insignificant heir spawned from your bloodline. It's been at least 7 centuries since you led our pack through the hunting grounds of the stars. I'm thrilled to see that you are as cunning and skillful as ever.
7 centuries. 7 centuries have passed. But why have Duran's whelps grown to look like this? Tell me, Moktok, why have you grown to resemble our most despicable slaves and enemies, the Foxians?
I've been commanded to release you from this cursed prison. It is Senjaya's will. That's why I had to take a magic pill, don the skin of a lowly beast, and play along with their hypocrisy.
Since you have an escape plan, tell me, what's our next move to get off of this ridiculously large ship?
My brothers and I will lock down this prison, trapping the prison guards inside. This will buy us some time. The rest of my crew, who are undercover like me, will secure the vessels for our escape. According to the plan, we only have 4 hours to get out of here. Originally, I intended to carry out the plan tomorrow, but they're planning to transfer you to the Xianzhou Yaoqing now. So I seized this opportunity to set you free.
What a reckless plan, you idiot! Even if we manage to get the ships, our chances of escaping are slimmer than a Foxian slipping through my claws!
But we have no other choice. The angel serving under the Master of Immortality sent me with a message. Only your return will end the prolonged divisions among the Borisin. Every one of my crew is ready to lay down their lives if it means setting you free.
A sneaky weakling like you is actually showing some reckless bravery with this plan. Fine. You'll get what you want. And all of Duran's whelps will too.
Well then, my lord. We should leave now.
Before we go, give me one of those magic pills.
My lord, will you seriously want to don the skin of a lowly beast? That would be a disgrace to your greatness, my lord.
You idiot. Greatness means nothing without freedom. Once I get out, I'll need a disguise that won't raise any suspicion.
As you wish, my lord.
Is that Foxian slave my meal?
No, he's an envoy from the Xianzhou Yaoqing. I plead you to endure him a bit, my lord, as he's more valuable as a hostage. Take him, guys! Time to move out!
Madam Hanya, the wardens in all areas are regrouping. Those Ingenium enemies are wandering around and causing heavy casualties. And to make things worse, those iron wolves broke open the cages and let the criminals out! We've called for backup, but it seems like all communication is jammed.
Let's preserve our strength and first take down the isolated prisoners. By decree of the 10 Lords, all prison breakers and intruders shall be apprehended, dead or alive.
Just a short time ago, the nether key mechanism was activated. It was probably Madame Shui and the Yaoqing messengers, heading to the bottom of the prison. Given the situation, I'm afraid that area is exactly where our enemies are targeting.
We mustn't let that vile beast escape from its cage.
We've gathered all the prison guards who can still fight, and we'll split up and secure each floor.
Go!
Those intruders are quite bold. They must have been planning this for quite a while.
Indeed, but Borisin tend to favor direct and aggressive approaches. Crafting careful and precise plans like this is simply not their style. Let's focus on the current situation right now. Please help me.
What's the fastest way to the bottom of this prison, Miss Hanya? If we don't get there quickly, we'll soon be outnumbered by all the enemies inside.
We'll have to bend the rules. Please, follow me. By decree of the Ten Lords, all prison breakers and intruders shall be apprehended, dead or alive.
Yes, ma'am!
The obvious answer to solve all of these problems is to have Pom Pom drive the express straight through. Alright, y'all. Let's keep it moving. First of all, that scene was so cool. Like, I know this is just like an aside to the main story, but they do a good job with this storytelling.
Let's see. Hold your position here.
Yes, ma'am.
We need a few tools if we want to reach the bottom quickly. Follow me to the next floor. The path is cut off. Someone must have altered the mechanism. No matter. It'll just require a bit more work to get through.
What in the Harry Potter is happening here? Oh, this makes me so sad. Also, is there a bird somewhere here?
Some Spiritfarers occasionally use ingenia from the Artisanship Commission to navigate the treacherous terrain here. Normally, using devices like the shifting screen is strictly forbidden, as they could help prisoners escape. But, given the urgency of the situation, let's just ignore the usual regulations.
Most of HSR's hard-hitting stories are surprisingly in side quests and continued. Honestly, like, in this entire time, I haven't been disappointed by Star Rail. Like, yes, I wish they released more stories in, like, in chunks and stuff like that. But, like, considering how slowly I actually get to play, the pacing's pretty adequate. Traversing this specific area gave me a headache. Who knew it would be this hard to navigate through a high-security prison during a prison break? Right? Those guys seem to break in pretty easily. What are they talking about? Bro, we're like the Captain Commander of the Gote 13. There is no safer place than next to us. Also, last time I checked, we bodied all our enemies, right? Correct me if I'm wrong, y'all.
Let's see. The nether key has been activated. I hope we're not too late. Hang in there, sister.
All together!
I'm not messing around.
Ready to shine. Nice job! All things in this world, human creations.
what Azure Dragon, White Tiger, less carbs, what? Yes! I could, yeah! Oh, I get it!
That's better.
Bad luck.
Show me what you can do. I'll give you 5 seconds.
I see through you, converge and awaken. I could take 10 of you. Tonight, Stars Echo.
Bangs and claws. The fearless knows not fear.
We're not messing around, y'all. There is no war in Bossing Say. Is this one broken too? Those animals! Well, yes, literally, but they shouldn't have broken the bird, is what I'm getting at. Don't worry, y'all, we're coming to the rescue.
Looks like there was a fierce battle here not long ago.
The gate to the prison delve is wide open. Hulei has managed to break free. Where are the Yaoqing messengers? And where's my sister? Are they still alive?
Let's look around. Maybe we'll find some clues.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm actually very underwhelmed at how easily Hulei was able to break out of that. Literally, they just sent 2 of their, like, tiny dudes in, and then he broke out immediately.
Xue is here.
Miss Xue briefly sacrificed herself. My condolences, Miss Hanya.
Condolences? Well, that's unnecessary. You misunderstand. Thanks to the Ten Lords' blessing, my sister turned into an Ingenium centuries ago. Dying and returning as just a soul to the Hall of Karma's document office has become a routine for her. While I'm not keen on seeing her throw away her body like it's some replaceable part, but... By the way, have you seen bodies that might be the Yaoqing messengers? One of them is a Foxian wearing exquisite clothes, and the other wears a dark cloak, like a fugitive.
no. I haven't found any Foxian bodies. Only Borisin ones.
So, the intruders and Hule are holding the Yaoqing messengers hostage. This is the worst situation. With hostages in their grasp, the prison guards can't do anything about the prisoners. If anything happens to the messengers, the relationship between the Yaoqing and the Luofu could be irreversibly damaged. We must rescue the messengers, get out of here, and spread the news. We mustn't give up as long as there's a glimmer of hope.
What have you found, Miss Hanya?
Reconstruct.
It's my sister. Looks like her soul hasn't returned to the Hall of Karma yet. At such a critical moment, her death can give us information that we can turn into an advantage.
Wait, okay, so is Shui like some sort of robot then? Did I miss something? There's a piece of lore I'm missing here.
Let me see. The damage isn't too bad. If I can fix it up, my sister will have a temporary body.
Hanya, I'm back.
Welcome back, sister. I don't know what kind of expression I should have at a time like this. Happy? Tears of joy? Forget it. I'm used to you coming back in all sorts of forms.
Now is not the time for jokes. This Psy Crane can't hold all of me.
Sister, what did you see when you were killed?
One of the Yaoqing messengers escaped, and the other one was taken hostage and brought upwards?
Besides the Borisin, there were other intruders. Invisible.
Invisible intruders? What does that even mean? How many conspiracies are tangled up in this mess? Do me a favor, sister. The intruders have cut off all communication between inside and outside the prison. And now you're the only person, the only bird, who can slip out undetected. Make sure you deliver the news to the outside world.
I understand. Please be careful, sister. You are different from me.
Time is running out, Miss Hanya. If we keep delaying, those Borisin will escape from the prison.
All right. If we happen to come across that Yaoqing messenger who got away... No. Stopping Hule should probably be our top priority.
It's a curse of the immortality situation. They can't die properly. So the bodies are robots though, right? Like I get they're like they're spirits, right? Basically. That's what like Hanya was referencing when she was talking about like the netherworld and stuff. But like they can just occupy any robot's body? Why don't they occupy the one of the giant wolf robot? That's what I would do. I love how every quest of the Lafu is basically, uh-oh, our enemies have decided to attack. Honestly, though. I love how MC is always just like, why do we always find ourselves in trouble? That's because we're gamers, MC. We always find ourselves in trouble at the right time. Protagonists are always at the right or the wrong place at the wrong time. Like, why can't the next world we visit just be like a vacation world? Ushaka sounds like that. Whoo! Can't wait to fight Hule, y'all. So excited.
Wait! Something feels off. Something's approaching us.
The invisible intruders?
Watch your back!
These abominations aren't prisoners from this prison.
Nice job! Time to show you what I can really do. Azure Dragon, White Tiger, Lescard, what's this? Listen to the final song of harmony and unison. I see through you, together as one. Human creations.
They had no business making Fushuan so busted.
I venture forth to forever triumphant! Victory is inevitable! Fangs and claws got dull. Never hesitate! How won't you?
Oh, I get it! A quick didn't.
Show me what the fearless knows not fear. Too slow.
Prison management on the Lawfu is truly concerning.
Who are you?
Fangs and claws got dull.
Aren't you looking for me?
Time to show you what I can really do. Azure Dragon, White Tiger, Lescard, what's this?
Oh, you're right. The vacation world was Penacony, and we still found ourselves in trouble.
Never hesitate!
Awesome!
Yo, low-key though, Pikakoni was great. Loved that world.
Now what's this? I hope for an end to strife in the world.
I venture forth forever triumphant! Victory is inevitable!
Just focus on the fight.
Night. Stars echo.
Show me what you can do. I'll give you 5 seconds.
I should have activated that before.
The fearless knows not fear. How won't you?
I see through you, together as one. Human creations. Ready to shine.
You need to get stronger. You need to get stronger. Fangs and claws got dull. Never hesitate! Too slow. I venture forever triumphant! Victory is inevitable!
Oh, I get it! Get ready now. What's this? Time to shift. Azure Dragon, White Tiger, Lescard, what's this?
Wait, so Motso was just chilling, just watching us fight. Bruh? What kind of 4-star are you? Vacation. Persona Coney. Love it. Honestly, though, like, it might have been the vacation world, but even though we were in chaos, I still loved it. Loved it a lot.
This one looks...
I should have stayed focused. We actually didn't have to do this fight.
Leave it to you.
Didn't see that coming. Alright, we're not leaving it on that kind of note. They wanted to fight? Let's go.
Infallible. Peach blossoms and divine sword descend.
Let's see.
Nice job. I hope we're fascinated all together.
Never hesitate! I venture for forever. Triumphant! Victory is inevitable!
I see through you.
That won't do it.
Great. Stars echo. Welcome to my latest battle. Time to Azure Dragon, White Tiger, less cards. What's this? I quit.
Fearless knows not fear. Too close.
Converge and awaken. Human creations.
You need to get stronger.
Yin and yang.
Show me what you can do. I'll give you... Never hesitate!
A quick divination.
Too close. I venture forth to hunt. Forever. Triumphant!
Let's go.
Victory is inevitable!
Awesome.
They wanted to fight?
Yin and yang.
May song bring us...
Fangs the fearless knows not fear.
I see through you.
Piece of cake. After we got bodied the first time. Even when playing modes, like, he just disappears. Like, literally, he just disappears into the floor and then just pops up every once in a while to attack. At least he does good work.
Prison management on the Lawfu is truly concerning. So what if I repeat it? It's the truth after all. The prison management on the Lawfu is truly concerning. At least 2 different groups of intruders infiltrated here. The Wolf Cubs and these Mara-struck soldiers. Their hiding technique. It's pretty similar to the wind mantle technique used by the Vidyadhara serving Kailorum Venti on the Yaoqing. What do you think? Well, never mind if you don't have any clues. Now is not the time to exchange assassination techniques. I'm Mozi. My friend fell into the clutches of that wolf. I was planning to escape and report back as quickly as possible. But now it seems... the prison on the Lawfu is a real maze, I must admit.
Thank you for your help, Mr. Morza. We'll do our best to ensure your friend's safety.
No, you can do nothing for him now, and you shouldn't be focusing on his safety at the moment.
Your friend is in Hulei's clutches and you're just going to leave him behind?
Look, I'm the Yaoqing General's guard, not his. I've seen how that giant wolf fights, and there's no way. Trying to save my friend will only get us killed. I don't know how you think, but I won't throw my life away for a lost cause. Listen up. I've been tracking these fugitives, and I know their next move. They're planning to seal off the entire prison to keep the outside world in the dark. The worst case scenario, we are all killed by that giant wolf, and the shackling prison is sealed off. No one will know about us or about their escape until it's too late. And the best case scenario... The best case scenario would be we seal the gates and trap the enemy inside with us. We can't let that monstrous wolf escape. Hopefully, someone will eventually notice that something is off and come to help. As for whether we'll still be alive by then, it's not something we should think about.
You sure have a way of comforting people, Mr. Morza.
As a person of the Yaoqing, I've always searched for something meaningful to give my life to.
I have to make it out alive. My companions are waiting for me.
As a netherworld dweller, I've already died once.
Don't worry. Even if we end up dying here, I won't let it happen to you first.
Well, you're just as good at comforting people as Mr. Morza. None of you are part of the Ten Lords' Commission, so sacrificing yourselves isn't the right move. As a judge, it's my responsibility to guard this prison, and if someone should step up to stop Hulei from escaping, it should be me, not you. Once we reach the gate, I hope you'll help me seal it. After that, I'll do everything I can to fight the Borisin, and you find a safe place to hide and wait for reinforcements. Now, let's proceed upward.
Morza is unaware of the fact that we took down a giant robot, fought Fantilia, and also literally destroyed, like, what is the embodiment of an Aeon. He clearly does not understand the power behind this bat. Even Morza can't move through the dude literally can disappear into darkness and cannot find his way out. This person lost their mind. How pitiful. Perfectly describes every HSR player. Yep. Yep. I think it honestly better describes Genshin players, though, TBH. And that says someone who played Genshin and stopped playing it. We're not looking for fights. We're looking to progress in story. We know we could take them.
We must seal the entrance before the Borisin fugitives get out.
I
Prison wardens and mechanisms won't be able to hold them for long.
Follow me.
I personally think we should get a stick in a pan and call attention to ourselves and just take them all out right now. In a technicality, if we used all of our characters, this would be a piece of cake. The Borison would come up and be like, you know what, let's just get back in ourselves, y'all. This ain't worth it. I still play Genshin after the Natlan quest. Yes, you are correct. I don't think anyone can stay sane while playing Hoyoverse games. Like, honestly, I stopped playing right before, I think it was Sumeru, right? I just beat the Inazuma stuff, and, like, I can't believe it's been 4 years, and all the Archons haven't even been, like, revealed yet. Like, how is Genshin doing? Are the people there safe?
We're almost there. The gate is just ahead.
Nobody thinks it's kind of sus that this person's still up?
There are many fugitives. Please be careful, Your Honor.
Like, every single warden we came across here has been, like, dead. Yeah, might as well.
Infallible. Peach blossoms and just...
Let's see sometime.
You know, I swear Robin has, like... What gear do I have on Robin?
Here you go, Master.
Because Robin should be acting before anybody else in a fight.
Okay, it's okay. May song bring us victory. Resonate all together.
Show me what you can do. I'll give you 5 seconds. Never hesitate! I venture forth to hunt forever. Triumphant! Victory is inevitable!
Time to Azure Dragon, White Tiger, less cards. What's this? Night. Stars echo.
Well, not the way I wanted to use Robin's ultimate.
You'll make good practice. Yeah. Oh, I get it.
The fearless knows not fear. Too low. I won't do it. Yeah, it's over already. Fast enough for you?
The fugitives are charging at the gate. Please be careful, Your Honor.
I don't know why I felt like I had to save this Arumaton.
Infallible. Peach blossoms and divine
I will hold them back. Don't let Hule escape.
Someone else take this one?
Howling noises.
All things human creations.
I'm gonna be 20 by the time this game ends. I don't know how old you are right now, but like, that's the Kingdom Hearts conundrum, and this channel was based on that game. I just realized Hoyoverse really loves making us walk through piles of corpses. Yup.
Come on.
Yup.
Let me fight.
Did I already do Shifu? No, I did.
Nice job. May song bring resonate all together.
Never hesitate!
Let's get rid of the small ones first before they become a problem.
A quick divination.
Oh wait, this is live now. Alright, let's go.
But I can Azure dragon, white tiger, less carbs. What's this?
That won't do.
I don't think my Fushun is strong enough.
I venture forth to hunt.
I vote we take it down.
Forever triumphant!
Just avoid getting hit at all.
Victory is inevitable!
I could take 10 of you.
Fangs and claws got dull. The fearless knows not fear. Too slow.
Oh, I get it. Now watch this.
Abnormal.
Together as one. All things human creations.
There we go. We're chilling.
Show me what you can do. I'll give you never hesitate.
Need a shot. Yeah.
Yeah, it's over already. Fast enough for you?
I'll admit they took down one of them. I'm impressed. Now Borison's just looking down like, boy, kind of deep.
This brings back such familiar memories. Memories of chasing, gnawing, and tearing. Oh, they're back. They're back. They've all come back.
My lord, we're just one step away from freedom. As we pass through the gate, no one will be able to stop us.
So this hostage is useless now. Kill him, Moktok.
He's getting away. Do something, Jiao. It's just like the old days, you useless loser. Just do something!
Maybe this Yao Qing messenger can strike a deal in exchange for his life. He can use his status to help us escape from the Xianzhou. What do you think, Mr. Jiaozhou?
Oh, just look at you. Fallen so low during my absence. You're even negotiating with livestock. As far as I recall, no one from the Yao Qing would ever consider a deal with Duran's offspring.
I've got to make this beast stay here. Whether it's for the sake of Fei Xiao or the Yao Qing. Deal. I certainly have more value alive. My identity, my knowledge of the Xianzhou, and my understanding of many things that your minions have no knowledge of. They'll all be valuable.
Lowly beast. Muster up that pitiful tongue of yours and plead for what remains of your life. Speak up.
I'm afraid you're unaware. The woman who defeated you, Jing Liu, she has recently returned to the Luofu. Your opportunity for revenge is right in front of you.
My lord, this slave is talking nonsense. I've never heard anything about this. May I just kill him now?
Silence, Moktok. And you, slave. From now on, you'll stay by my side. You'll only speak and move when I allow you to. Otherwise, I'll dismember you from head to tail, inch by inch. Got it?
My lord!
We must stay here for some time, Moktok. Fear not. Because once I step out of the prison, it's the people of the Xianzhou who should tremble in fear. I'll show them what true calamity means. Now, Duran's whelps, follow me!
Prison guards! Stop them! For our great Lord Hule!
Imagine getting out of the prison and then just right outside the gate waiting for you is Fei Zhao, Jingyuan, Welt, Himiko, the entire Astral Express waiting to run you over. Like, who else would be as, like, I guess March 7th, I guess, right, technically? Like, Fushwen would be waiting out there. Yanqing would be waiting out there. Maybe Dr. Reisho's waiting out there. Su Shang's waiting out there. Like, honestly, the minute that they'd step outside of the gate, they would literally be just, like, blasted into oblivion. I don't know, y'all. It seems kind of like a one-sided fight to me. Do I take them all out? Yeah, let's do it.
Let's see.
I could take 10 of you! Here you go, Master! May song resonate all together! Together as one! It's okay, it's okay. Time to show you what I... Azure Dragon, White Tiger, less carbs, what's this?
Bang.
Awesome! Now watch this!
The fearless knows not fear.
Nice. Good fight, good fight. Alright, anything for us to investigate, because we did run quite a bit. Why are they on the bottom level like this? Are these bodies supposed to prevent us from moving forward in this direction? Though no one knows that Hule escaped, but that's why we sent the Psy Crane up, remember? We sent Shui Yi up there. And Shui Yi's a bird. Honestly, it might not be a bad idea to just let him walk outside for like 5 feet and then get absolutely obliterated.
All things human creations.
He wouldn't get very far. He's on a spaceship flying around.
Harmony and unison.
Never hesitate. That won't do.
It came together. Tonight, stars echo.
Robin's song honestly just makes it so less threatening.
Time to show you what Azure Dragon, White Tiger, less carbs, what's this?
You're falling apart on your own. The fearless knows not fear.
Awesome! Now watch this!
I venture venture forth to hunt forever. Triumphant! Victory is inevitable! Never hesitate!
Ah, yes, the invisible wall. I was just wondering.
Prisoners must remain in place and obey the guard. Those who fail to comply will face severe punishment, serving as an example to others.
What did that announcement say? That announcement said something about making people look like examples.
Report! After we lost contact with the Shackling prison, we received a message from a Psycrane. The prisoners have revolted, and the criminal Hule is nowhere to be found!
What about the Yaoqing messengers and the Nameless?
No news at the moment. We're trying to restore contact with the Shackling prison as soon as possible.
I see. You're dismissed. General Jing Yuan, General Hua Yan. It's just as we suspected. The rise of the Ambrosial Arbor was not the end of things, but the beginning. The hand of the Ruined Legion has already sown the seeds of destruction. From this moment on, the Xianzhou Alliance will face an even greater challenge, from both the abominations of abundance and the destruction itself. If this is what they want, I'm always up for a challenge. As the Marshal Special Envoy, I'll dispatch the Lawfu Cloud Knights to pursue Hule myself.
Looks like the hidden dregs have finally come to the surface. And as I said before, it's time to wash them away, once and for all.
Short respite, then time for the next fight.
Alright, y'all, looks like it's game time. How are they able to miss a giant furry and his army of dogs? Honestly, it's just like they just got away. Very Scooby-Doo-esque how they just got away.
Pure Rab, Song Lotus Cake, guaranteed
Did you
delicious.
hear?
Seriously? When is this war dance going to start? The Sky Splitter has been hovering there for ages. When can we board and see what's inside?
Is this how long-life species live? Everything proceeds so slowly. The effectiveness of anticipation in my emotional center is at an all-time high. Oh, I need to drink some coolant.
Relax. The Realm Keeping Commission will send boarding notices to all ticket holders. The Gazette said the Sky Splitter will fire a salute before the ceremony starts.
I saw the schedule for the first day of the tournament. Can you believe the ringmaster accepted 4 challenges? And he's just a kid. So, who are you betting on, Bardo?
I'm betting on neither. I lost all my credits betting on Roboball games in Taikian. This time, I've decided not to rely on probability games to accomplish my target of getting rich.
War dance. There you are. I heard you and Mr. Dan Heng went to meet the judges, and then a riot broke out in the shackling prison. I was so worried about you. Thank goodness you both made it out safe.
There was a revolt in the shackling prison. Fortunately, we were protected by the guards until the Cloud Knights arrived to rescue us.
I was planning to take Miss March and Yun Li to Stargazer Navalia to see the Sky Splitter up close, but we stumbled upon a group of suspicious Foxians carrying official identities. They were acting strange, so out of curiosity, we decided to follow them. It turns out they were actually Borisin disguised as Foxians. It seems they infiltrated Stargazer Navalia in order to prepare for Hulei's escape, and we foiled their plans by pure chance. I wonder who provided them with those disguises, and how many more Borisin have taken advantage of the war dance to infiltrate the ship. Yeah, I heard them too. But I'm afraid I'll have to disappoint them. I've already reported to General Jing Yuan that I'll give up my role as the ringmaster. The security of the Luofu is more important to me than anything else. I need to fulfill my duties as a Cloud Knight Lieutenant before taking on the honor of being a ringmaster. Those tourists just want to see some good sword fights. Anyone can participate in this kind of tournament. Doesn't have to be me. The real challenge lies beyond the ring on the Sky Splitter. If we don't capture the fugitives soon, Hulei will wreak havoc. Obviously, there's someone behind the scenes orchestrating this prison break, intending to spread chaos. If we fail to thwart their evil plan, what honor will be left for us to uphold?
Well said. You may be tiny in stature, but your ambition matches that of the Yao Qing's warriors.
Hey, this has nothing to do with my height.
Yes, I suggested to Yanqing that we find a place to have a decent meal. A hunter must be well fed before the hunt.
You still have a good appetite, even in the face of disaster. You truly are the Merlin's Claw. Please finish the food quickly so we can get to work, General Feixiao.
Well, that's not up to me. Dig in. I called you here so you could enjoy the food.
Me? This isn't the time for a leisurely meal, and this is way too much for me.
Oh. You'd give me time to enjoy a meal, but not yourself? Ever since you encountered those Borisin spies, you've been so busy that you've hardly eaten anything. You can't defeat Hulei on an empty stomach. Take your time. Enjoy the meal and calm yourself.
Hulei's whereabouts are still unknown, and they've even taken Mr. Jiao Cho hostage. The longer we wait, the more complicated the situation becomes.
Jiao Cho always said I'm the most impatient person among the Cloud Knights, and I can't argue with that. So, there's no reason for you to be more anxious than me. I've fought against Borisin abominations for years, and I know their ferocity and cunning well. The Borisin were clearly well prepared for this prison break, and now they are staying in the shadows. They have no reason to rush out into the open. When facing cunning and ferocious prey, the hunter must be more patient, biding their time to seize the golden chance for a decisive blow. Once Hulei loses his patience and reveals himself, that's when we'll strike.
But when will that time come?
Like I said, it's only one meal away.
General Hua Yan, the Skyfaring Commission has finished its preparations. Do you have any other instructions?
Representing the consensus between the Merlin's Claw and the Divine Foresight, I'll step in as the temporary commanding officer of the seat of Divine Foresight and oversee the 6 Commission's affairs on the Luofu.
What is the situation at the Shackling prison?
Hule made a quick escape and even sealed the gates of the prison. As of now, the Cloud Knights have re-established contact with the staff inside. The good news is the 2 Nameless who were trapped in the Shackling prison are safe and sound.
I know I shouldn't use the word great given the current situation, but I'm relieved that he and Don Hung are safe.
We've lost contact with one of the messengers from the Xianzhou Yaoqing. The Borisin have likely taken him hostage. Don't worry, Yukong. Fei Shao is leading the wolf hunt operation, and you know how capable she is.
I have no doubt about General Fei Shao's capabilities, General Hua Yan. I'm more concerned about the Wardens. According to the plan, the ceremony will begin in 6 hours. The Sky Splitter will be activated, and all visitors will board the ship to watch the contest. But now, with Hulei's whereabouts unknown, everything is filled with uncertainty.
March is right, Grandpa. I heard the escaped prisoner from the Shackling prison is beyond formidable. In case anything goes wrong...
So, Yun-Li, what do you think we should do?
Well... I believe we should declare martial law and allocate manpower to search for the escaped prisoners. And as for the war dance, it's better to announce an indefinite delay for now.
Your plan sounds solid, but unfortunately solid plans rarely get a chance to be implemented. I believe there are at least 2 parties who won't accept your approach. The first are the many travelers who have come all the way here for the war dance. If we declare martial law now, it's like declaring that the Luofu isn't safe. How do you think the outsiders would react? They'd be terrified, and chaos might ensue. The second party is the staff of the Xianzhou Luofu's 6 commissions. They've invested a lot of resources and manpower into organizing the war dance. Suddenly suspending it indefinitely would create numerous challenges for them. But of course, not everyone disagrees with your idea.
Really?
The mastermind behind this incident would fully support your opinion, presumably. Hulei's escape and your discovery of Borisin's spies at Stargazer Navalia. Even a child could guess that these events were orchestrated. The fugitive is just one piece in the game. The one controlling the pieces wants to spread chaos and suspicion among the people on the Luofu. If we declare martial law and postpone the war dance, we'll fall into their trap and instill fear in people even before Hulei actually does anything.
So what do we do?
We'll search for the prisoners while maintaining order on the Luofu, acting as if nothing has happened.
As if nothing has happened? Yan Qing said he'd assist the generals, and now he's nowhere to be found. With the host ringmaster gone, how are we supposed to act like nothing has happened?
That's why I called the 2 of you here.
Master Yun-Li, is General Hua Yan asking you to be the ringmaster instead of Yan Qing?
No, that's not the case.
General Hua Yan, are you asking Yanqing's place as the ringmaster?
You caught on quickly, Miss March. That's exactly what I mean.
But Miss March is a guest invited by General Jing Yuan, Grandpa. How can an outsider represent the Lawfu in the ring? It will make the Xianzhou Lawfu a laughingstock.
Dear child, the Nameless of the Astral Express are renowned throughout the cosmos. It's an honor to have them participate in the ceremony. Plus, Miss March is a disciple of the Little Cloud Knight Lieutenant. How can she be regarded as an outsider? We can't afford to have any problems during the war dance. I'm entrusting you not only with the honor of the ring, but also with the security of the Sky Splitter. Yukong, please explain to them the rest of the arrangements.
I am sorry for our improper management, and I truly appreciate your assistance, General.
There is no need to apologize. We Cloud Knights fight on the battlefield while you judges punish the criminals. We are two sides of the same Xianzhou Luofu, and it is my honor to serve the Ten Lords' commission. I've grasped the situation of the prison break. Now tell me more about the current state of the shackling prison.
Borison infiltrated the prison in disguise and released the prisoners, spreading chaos. Among the judges on duty in the 4 divisions, Judge Shui from the Detention Division was killed and is temporarily unavailable. So, I'm taking over her duties and commanding Arumaton spectral envoys and spiritfarers to quickly restore order in the affected areas.
I, and the 2 behind me, will go deeper into the prison to investigate.
But, General, the situation inside is still chaotic and perilous. Your presence would be...
It's common for Cloud Knight generals to face danger directly. Hulei has escaped, and the Yaoqing envoy is being held hostage by the Borison. His fate is unknown. This is a grave matter. Not only did the Merlin's Claw offer no reproach, she decided to go after Hulei herself to prevent further calamity. I believe the Luofu owes her something in return for her fervent determination. How did the infiltrators learn about the location where Hulei was held? And how did they time their plan just before the Yaoqing messengers were ready to escort him? Finding the answer to these questions shouldn't be too difficult. What truly matters is if we can gather the clues that lead us to the mastermind behind all of this.
I understand, but I'm afraid it won't be an easy task.
For a long time, this hidden force has been pursuing their own goals and undermining the security of the Luofu. Backing down now will only encourage them to further endanger the peace here.
The Ten Lords Commission will support your decision with everything we have, General.
Dan Heng and Ling Sha, I'll need both of you to accompany me on this challenging journey.
Well, it's part of my responsibilities as the Cauldron Master. So, where would you like to start, General?
Let's start with those Borison disguised as Foxians.
My people have already prepared the evidence.
Alright, y'all. I'm gonna take a quick break. Just gonna use the restroom. I recommend everyone does the same, and I'll be back in just a second here. Alright. I'm back. Got some water. And I think it's time to reorganize our team because at the moment we don't have a DPS. Alright, so Lingsha is good at breaking, so...
It's an honor to fight to the sound of Miss Robin's voice.
Unfortunately, you won't be. Okay, I was wondering if we could just have double Lingsha. Alright, so Robin... Not Robin. There we go. A team in harmony. Let's go.
According to Lieutenant Yenqing's report, he stumbled upon a few suspicious Foxians at Stargazer Navalia. After following them, he discovered that they were actually Borson in disguise. This is one of the bodies.
Looking at him now, it's hard to imagine how he transformed into a Foxian.
My alchemist detected some complex ingredients in his remains, which might explain how these Borson were able to disguise themselves as Foxians. Simply put, Foxians and Borson share a common ancestry. Although they look completely different now, there isn't much genetic difference between them. This medicine allows Borson to temporarily change their shape into that of Foxians.
So, in other words, if they stop taking the medicine, their true form will soon be revealed?
Indeed. This means that these Borson have a steady supply of the medicine within the Lafu. The disciples of Sanctus Medicus. Looks like the Alchemy Commission is involved once again. When I was sorting through the prescriptions they used, I came across one called Semblance Reversion Essence. It's designed to help those disciples suppress signs of their Mara-struck forms and maintain their normal appearance. When I compared it to the medicine found in the Borson's body...
They're one and the same, aren't they?
The medicinal properties and ingredients may differ, but the principle remains the same.
Since ancient times, the Borson have always sought to have more powerful bodies, regarding the Foxians as weaklings. Yet, in order to save their warhead, they were willing to disguise themselves as Foxians. Their determination is quite remarkable.
If these infiltrators rely on the medicine to maintain their disguise, then following this lead in our investigation seems prudent. Please follow me. Here we are. According to the judge, this area is not yet under control, so we should proceed cautiously. I've captured the nature of the medicine in my sensor. By following the medicinal fumes, we should be able to retrace the steps of the disguised Borson.
Alright, let's get to work. Lingsha heals and breaks using burbs. Using bunnies, actually. Because I have Lingsha, so I'm kind of prepped for this team.
Incredible strength. The attacker shattered this warden's bones with a single blow.
Such brute strength is not something an ordinary Borson possesses. This is likely the work of Hule.
If I may be so bold to ask, is this Borson truly that formidable?
I have lived a bit longer and engaged in a few more battles than you, Miss Lingsha. To the Alliance, Borson have always been the most formidable adversaries. And Hule is a monster feared even among his own kind. With his strength, Hule united numerous Borson packs, forming a grand army of abominations of abundance. They constantly push the Alliance's armies into perilous positions. Over 7 centuries ago, I followed my mentor on a campaign against the abominations. And I personally witnessed the devastation on the battlefield after Hule appeared. Even with medicinal pellets that suppress the fear caused by his lupitoxin, countless Cloud Knights succumbed to panic in the face of his murderous aura. They couldn't even raise a hand in resistance. If the former sword champion hadn't immobilized Hule with her Frostblade, the outcome of that fateful battle could have been very different. By the end of the battle, only a few of us remained. The crimson moon cast the sheen of blood on all. Everything I saw was painted dark red.
If that's the case, why wasn't the beast executed instead of being imprisoned? On the Xianzhou Juming, the judges cast those unforgivable and nearly immortal abominations of abundance into the eternal flames of the stars, reducing them to ashes. Their so-called immortality is just a facade. I mean, nothing can truly defy death, can it? I just don't understand why the Luofu kept this tumor for so long, leading to the terrible situation we're facing now. But I guess I understand. The people of the Luofu are known for their kindness. Even when faced with the malignant tumor within the Alchemy Commission, they couldn't bring themselves to cut it out. Instead, they exiled the healer, who tried to solve the problem, to the Xianzhou Juming.
I understand if you hold grudges against me, Miss Lingsha. I take the blame for the resurgence of the disciples of Sanctus Medicus. As for why Hule was only in prison, I can shed some light on that too.
I'm just a healer. I'm not familiar with the past. I'd appreciate it if you could enlighten me, General.
All right. Let me tell you more about it as we go.
I can't believe this one enemy is what got in the way. Alright, Firefly. Let's make this quick.
Did the rhythm get messed up? Let's improvise.
Allow me to purge the root of the problem. Be a pure body and mind.
The mood is... Let the show begin!
I really didn't want to use my ultimates.
Every victory is hard won.
Did this Cloud Knight also take the medicine?
No. This is a Borisin in disguise. A guard killed him before he could return to his original form.
All these Borisin are dressed in official attire. Besides the Cloud Knight, there were also 2 Borisin disguised as members of the Skyfaring Commission and the Artisanship Commission. Whoever is providing them with official identities must hold a position of power. Let's search elsewhere.
Someone bit open his arteries and drained almost all of his blood while he was still alive. Such a cruel and ruthless act.
Despite being a long-lived species, Borsen are actually more like predatory beasts that must feed on raw blood and flesh. I've heard that Hule was deprived of food and water in the shackling prison. It's hard to imagine how he managed to suppress his hunger for over 7 centuries. Will the hostage from the Yaoqing be able to avoid being his meal?
Such is the terrible nature of the abominations of abundance. We subjected him to the Forest of Swords to drain his life force. But in the end, his punishment turned into a test of our patience. Just like you said, Miss Lingsha. Casting a creature that can't be killed into a star would be a way to permanently get rid of it. But unfortunately...
The Foxians didn't agree to that.
Exactly. The atrocities committed by Hule went beyond mere massacres. Throughout numerous wars, we made every effort to eradicate the Borsen. But Hule, with his mysterious sorcery, turned countless Foxians into his pawns. And so the Borsen kept returning. The Foxians curse his name day and night, and they even use it to scare children into staying quiet. How could they grant a swift death to such a great sinner? I wonder if you know why Hule wasn't taken into custody by the Foxian majority Xianzhou Yaoqing, but instead imprisoned in the Xianzhou Luofu, Miss Lingsha.
As you mentioned, your mentor was an exceptional warrior and was the one who defeated Hule, an extraordinary achievement. Therefore, the Marshal placed this feral beast under the jurisdiction of the Xianzhou Luofu as an honor, I assume?
It seems you have a major misunderstanding about this arrangement, Miss Lingsha. Allow me to explain it to you.
I love how they made our lives a lot easier with just like teleporting around. I didn't miss any along the way, right? No. I'm surprised that we're able to access this again. Okay. Is there a reason we have access to this? Is there like some sort of chest that we're missing? Maybe they just restored the bird? Because yeah, we hit the ceiling.
Yanqing told me that an IPC ship was attacked by Borsen. Is this what they were transporting on the ship?
Yes. The Artisanship Commission and Alchemy Commission conducted a joint examination and found that the parts of this machine are made from specially refined Borsen biotissue. I heard the Intelligentsia Guild has been researching the biological properties of long-life species, hoping to make medical or combat-related discoveries. However, they haven't dared to cross any lines due to their so-called relationship with the Alliance.
Perhaps to those scholars, Borsen are no different from lab animals. Maybe the Borsen attacked that ship to retaliate against the Intelligentsia Guild for experimenting on them?
No. If it were only about revenge, they could just wreck the ship and destroy all the cargo, instead of allowing it to end up in the shackling prison. It was a deliberate display to showcase the dangerous nature of the cargo in broad daylight. This way, the cargo would end up in the shackling prison, serving as a tool for the prison break.
This skill in exploiting the blind spots of others' mindsets is so atypical of them. I'm afraid the IPC and the Intelligentsia Guild unknowingly became their accomplices.
Watch out! This thing is still alive! Regenerate, even after suffering such severe attacks?
Their imitation of long-life species has crossed the line.
Of course we have to fight once at least. We love 100% exploration. Yes, we do.
Sam,
I'm
waiting orders.
I'm thinking this is an IPC thing, to be honest.
Detonate.
Dreams do come true. Still the same one.
If I remember correctly, this doesn't do much. Yeah, it just charges energy.
There's more to life. Existence is unity.
Joining the battle.
Alright, let's go.
Burns to ashes!
Every petal. All will be swept away by the wind.
Fight to live!
Take your positions.
I think I got to.
Let's improvise.
Immerse yourself in it. Some value, I suppose.
Oh, I don't have super break active.
Firefly type 4, incense the sea, go free!
Stay in step.
There we go.
The mood is. Let the show begin!
It's like Firefly does not work without Harmony MC.
More than a battle, fight to live!
You haven't answered my question about why Hulei was imprisoned in the Lafu instead of the Yaoqing, General. You've been reserved in your response. Could it be that such an arrangement wasn't an honor?
The reason why the Marshal didn't leave Hulei on the Yaoqing lies in the very mech in front of us.
Are you suggesting that there are people trying to understand Hulei's secrets and use them for their own purposes? Just like with this mech? Well, I understand. I've heard that the Foxians on the Yaoqing share a bloodline with the Borisin. And just like the Borisin, some of the Foxians there experience an uncontrollable insanity called moon rage. The Marshal believed that this would be inhumane and no different from what the Borisin did, so...
Exactly. While Borisin see moon rage as a blessing that unlocks their true potential, Foxians see it as an inevitable curse within their bloodline. Countless healers of the Yaoqing have attempted to unravel this mystery, but to no avail. Why can Borisin control the power of moon rage? Can we Foxians break free from this curse? These questions were asked frequently. Each questioner had good intentions. But the road to catastrophe is paved with good intentions. To the Foxians of the Yaoqing, Hulei was not only the warhead of the Borisin, but also a monster that could be the subject of much research. Hulei thus became a poison that corrupted people's minds without their knowing.
That's why the Marshal decided to imprison Hulei and the Lafu. It wasn't an honor, but rather a warning.
Because such selfish pursuits in the name of good intentions once led to a tragedy on the Lafu that served as a warning to future generations.
This edition of Imbibitor Lunae. By imprisoning Hulei and the Xianzhou Lafu, the Marshal both suppressed the dangerous intentions of the Yaoqing Foxians and warned the Xianzhou Lafu to refrain from repeating its mistake.
That was a necessary trade-off. The Xianzhou Alliance is not solely about the Xianzhou natives. Only when all three races, Foxian, Vidyadhara, and Xianzhou natives, form an alliance, will there be a promising future for all.
Thank you for enlightening me. Was it for the same reason that you traded off my mentor to the Xianzhou Zhuming, only to stand idle and allow the resurgence of the disciples of Sanctus Medicus?
You said that I couldn't bear to cut out the malignant tumor within the Alchemy Commission, but instead exiled the healer who tried to solve the problem to the Xianzhou Zhuming. But did your mentor tell you her good intentions led her to perform certain healing arts on Dan Heng, who had just finished his hatching rebirth, so that he would regain the memories of his past life?
What did you just say?
She believed that restoring the High Elder's knowledge of his past life would allow the Vidyadhara to resume their duty as the guardians of the Ambrosial Arbor, quelling the strife within their clan and bringing everything back on the right path. But just as I mentioned earlier, the road to catastrophe is always paved with good intentions. Since then, the 6 charioteers decided that the Alchemy Commission would no longer have a cauldron master. Until your arrival now.
If that's the case, I should thank you for protecting my mentor by exiling her, General.
Quite the contrary. I should be the one thanking you.
Thanking me?
All I ever want is to have a clear conscience. However, can long-life species truly achieve that goal in their long-drawn lives? For example, you were implicated along with your mentor and forced to leave your homeland without knowing the truth. And now, with the complicated situation in the Alchemy Commission, the Alliance has spared me a lot of trouble by sending you to handle this challenging task. Shouldn't I be thanking you instead?
Your eloquence is indeed impressive, the Divine Foresight. You won't even leave me any excuses to hold a grudge against you. But, let me make it clear. The Alliance sent me here to handle the business impartially, not to choose sides.
It doesn't matter which side you choose, Miss Lingshaw. At the end of the day, both you and I stand on the side of the Alliance, don't we? Let's keep going.
They brought Dan Heng along just to be like, hey, just a heads up, you two know each other, sort of. It's a little bit traumatizing, but you do know each other. I forgot all the lore about Lingsha's mentor. It's really well hidden. So where else do you find, like, the pieces for it? Also, why is my Ron Mei so weak? Huh. What's the body piece I have? HP? Woo, look at this piece. Oof. Beautiful. Literally 0% waste almost. Like, the only thing that could have made this better is if it had break effect originally and rolled into it 5 times. That would have been literally chef's kiss. Why? 16.8. Crit rate, attack percent, defense percent. Why am I not using this? This is better. Because Lingsha doesn't scale, or I'm sorry, Ranmei doesn't scale off of crit damage at all as far as I remember. Yeah. For every 10% that exceeds... Oh, right. So you want 180 break on Ranmei. That's right, that's right. What's it at right now? 167. I think in battle it comes up because... Oh, wait, no. Ha. Ha. Ha.
Incense ascends, entwined with ethereal clouds. These Mara-struck soldiers don't appear to be escaped prisoners.
How can you tell?
These soldiers are fully armed. Obviously, they didn't hastily join the battle.
The messenger named Morza did say that there were two groups of attackers. The other attackers, aside from the Borison, could hide their tracks. I believe he was referring to these people.
Hide their tracks?
Exactly. I've engaged with these attackers before, and they used Cloud Hymn magic to hide their presence. Without careful observation, no one can detect them.
You once warned me to be cautious of the Vidyadhara Elder's influence within the Alchemy Commission. Could it be?
What's on your mind, Miss Lingshaw?
Well, it seems that someone provided the attackers with a map of the shackling prison. And considering the Vidyadhara's involvement in the prison's construction, it raises suspicion about their role in this. Additionally, the fact that the Borison need medicine to disguise themselves would suggest that there are still moles within the Alchemy Commission assisting them covertly. Moreover, forging official identities for the undercover Borison would require someone with significant authority. And the presence of assassins capable of using Cloud Hymn magic deepens my suspicion about the Preceptors. But why would the Vidyadhara collude with the Borison and aid in Hulei's escape?
They aim to spread chaos. They believe that only in chaos can they regain their former power and influence. Since this edition of Imbibe de Lune, the once proud dragon race has been powerless, watching their influence wane. Being a native of the Luofu, Miss Lingsha, I believe you understand the implications.
However, I don't think the Preceptors are the true masterminds. If I'm not mistaken, the one behind all this treachery is the Lord Ravager who exploited the weaknesses within the Luofu and instigated the disciples of Sanctus Medicus, ultimately leading to the Ambrosial Arbor's resurrection. Fentilia.
Please remember, General, that everything I've mentioned is mere speculation. We need concrete evidence for a public trial. If you want to interrogate someone within the Vidyadhara's ranks, you'll need irrefutable proof.
So, what's your plan, Miss Lingshaw?
I'll send an invitation to the Preceptors.
An invitation?
The Preceptors have been inviting me for a personal meeting since my arrival on the Luofu. Now, I'll send them the remains of these Mara-struck soldiers and the route map I found in the prisoner's possession. Then, I'll ask them to meet me at Scale Gorge Waterscape. I'd like to hear their explanations.
Good idea. If I were to take action, it might alert the true mastermind. I trust you to handle this matter, Miss Lingshaw. The internal affairs of the Vidyadhara should remain under their jurisdiction. And don't worry if things don't go smoothly. Once the wolf hunt operation is over, the hidden truths will come to light.
Speaking of the wolf hunt operation, I'm truly worried about the Yaoqing messenger who was taken hostage. Hulei was starving in the shackling prison for centuries. I don't know if the messenger can survive in that wolf's clutches. May Rainbow's blessing keep him safe.
As I said, I'm a healer. But my art of healing requires the culinary arts to be truly effective. The magic of my cauldron is its ability to make all kinds of medicines into dishes that patients can eat. When simmered and cooked together, any kind of medicinal herb or ingredient becomes a delightful delicacy.
Delicacy. But isn't that just one flavor overpowering the others?
Well, you have a point. Let me ask you this. If there's a fussy child who refuses to eat green peppers, what's the best way to make him eat them?
Stuff the kid's mouth with the green peppers and cook him alive in a pot.
You have quite the sense of humor. I've heard that you, Borisin, have lost many of your taste buds during the self-modification process, so you can't experience complex flavors. Only the saltiness of blood and flesh truly awakens your appetite.
It's a shame I don't have any green peppers right now. Otherwise, I'd happily stuff them into your mouth and cook you alive in a pot.
I'm just kidding. The answer is quite simple. Chop up the peppers and mix them with minced meat to make meatballs. This way, the flavor of the meat overpowers the taste of the peppers. And even a fussy child can enjoy them.
Can I just boil your tongue in this hot pot? I know you're trying to buy time until someone comes to your rescue. You said that Jin Liu recently returned to the Luofu, right? Well, she did come back. But, unfortunately, I also found out that she committed serious crimes and was escorted to another Xianzhou ship. Do you really think you can delay our departure by provoking Lord Hulei's desire for revenge with your clever little tongue? You see Borisin as savages who know nothing about the Xianzhou, but in fact, we know all about your tracking tricks. Like the jade abacus you're carrying, and the side cranes in the sky. The more hope you hold in your heart, the greater your pain will be when death comes. I wonder if you can maintain your composure when I tear your throat open.
His composure is only a temporary effect of the medicine. And it will wear off soon, right?
Lord Hulei!
Oh, you pathetic Foxians. For thousands of years, we were the ones who allowed you to live, and who granted you civilization. But in the end, you chose to betray us for the freedom promised by the Xianzhou people. But it's all right. As long as you catch the scent of your masters, you obediently return to us. No matter how far you run away.
Hulei. Have you ever wondered why it took them 7 centuries to come to your rescue? The Borisin's era has long passed. Did they ever tell you these harsh facts before giving you hope for returning home, Lord Hulei? Now they're being crushed by the Merlin's claw of the Yaoqing, by a Foxian. They're hiding in remote corners of the cosmos, trembling with fear like a wounded beast on its last legs, reaching out desperately for any fake hope of salvation, which in this case is you.
The Merlin's claw of the Yaoqing. A Foxian? Very interesting. Tell me, Moktok, is he speaking the truth?
He isn't lying. That lowly beast was a war slave who ran away from our pack. Cannon fodder, a thief! She stole our power and used her knowledge about us to fight us, using every dirty trick in the book!
And she bested you, Moktok, Fairness is but a pathetic excuse for the dead and defeated. Since our great pack has fallen apart, who told you that I was alive? And who sent you here?
In our darkest hours, it was a prophet of the Master of Immortality, named Mongus, who showed us the way. Her guidance brought us hope.
This prophet, Mongus, what does she want?
The prophet made this proclamation. The Borisin have been divided for too long, and only your return can unite all the packs, restoring us to our former glory. That's when we learned that you were still alive. It must have been a manifestation of the Master of Immortality! And the prophet told us that the Foxian general of the Yao Qing would take you to her ship during the Lafu's war dance, and that it would be our best chance to infiltrate and free you from your prison. And just as she said, we did it!
That so-called prophet lied to all of you. She just sent you here to die.
But her prophecy has come true. Our warhead is right here, with us!
Once the news about the prison break spreads, the Cloud Knights will close all the ports. You may think you've escaped the prison, but you're just trapped in another cage, known as the Law Fu.
Let me kill this unruly, lowly beast, Lord Hulei! I assure you that our star skiffs will soon arrive. Right now, everyone in the Lafu is distracted by the stupid war dance, so this will be the perfect chance to escape. Once you've returned to your territory, your revenge against the Xianzhou ships will be within reach.
Perfect chance to return to my weak and shattered pack at the mercy of a ridiculous false prophet and become a mere puppet in her clutches. Her plan is full of flaws. The only paths she has prepared for you are escape and death. Listen up. A wolf never allows itself to become prey. From now on, you'll follow my orders. Since you are so confident that the Cloud Knights will close the ports, Jiao Chou, I'm now giving you a chance to go and see it for yourself. Go to the ports, come back, and tell me what you saw.
Wait, what did you just say?
But my lord!
Would an alpha wolf ever listen to a cub mock talk?
No, I've never heard anything like that. I wasn't trying to defy your will. I will always unquestioningly follow your orders.
Just a little pre-hunt entertainment. Don't you want to run away? You will come back. Because Foxians like you always obediently return to their masters, no matter how far they run away.
I don't fully understand Lord Hulei's intentions, but don't think you can simply run away. Understood.
Water! Oh, I need some water! What the heck was I thinking? If I knew it'd end like this, I would have stayed in the shackling prison. Better to live in shackles and die free.
Let me take a look. I can help you out.
Are you a healer? Please, bandage me up. I don't want to die.
Although Hule and his followers can currently hide in the city, won't be long before they're found. What was he planning when he let me go?
I don't want to die yet.
You know why I'm letting you go. Because Foxians like you always obediently return to their masters, no matter how far they run away. Head to the port and report back to me. Let's see if they really closed it like you expected.
Alright. Paimon sounds better than Muktak. Hule was made specifically for the furry community, and you cannot change my mind. I feel like that's like just Foxians in general, maybe. I haven't really seen a lot of people cosplay as like Foxians though, at like conventions that I've been to. Click on the red dialogue options. It's good. Which red dialogue options? Alright, I actually think this is a good stopping point. So we are 3 hours deep into the stream right now. Where are we at in this? Alone in Peril. How far do we have to go? So we've still got a pretty decent ways to go. I'm trying to think how far until we reach, because what we're trying to do is reach the Echo of War. That's the goal. Where does it happen though? I'm about halfway. Okay, that's good to know. When do you unlock Echo of or Sky Splitter? Well, the Sky Splitter is actually where the war dance is happening, so I feel like I'm getting kind of close. Because I still haven't done my Echoes of War for this week for that specific purpose. So that way I can use it for the Linksha materials. Because I was hoping it actually would have been at the end of that first part that that we worked on. It's challenged after a player completes the Trailblaze Continuance Finest Duel under the Pristine Blue 2. Didn't I do that? Where am I at right now? Oh, no, we're on 2 right now. Okay. Oh, boy. Alright. Yeah, still got a little bit of a ways to go. It happens at the very end? Oh, no. Okay. Well, it looks like I still got quite a bit of a ways to go. But for now, I'm going to call it a stream and catch some Z's so that way we can stream some more tomorrow. One thing to say before, like, leaving the stream, what's up with this little tiny area being where all the villains hide out? Because if I remember correctly, this is where we also found the original, like, disciples of Sanctus Medicus, and they tried to recruit us, if I remember this correctly. But anyways, I think I'm gonna wrap it up there. Before that, let's go ahead and just burn the rest of our Trailblaze power. What to burn it on, though? I think it's gotta be relics, because So once, like, I'm working on Herta right now, and right now Herta's just the relics aren't complete quite yet. Then after Herta, it's like press on the gas. We're gonna level up our Lingsha, and I've got plenty of Tears of Dreams to help level up. It's really just this. How many of this auspicious silver do I need in order to level up Lingsha's traces? So to do this, we're gonna go check out the calculator. Okay. We need 12 of it. And I think each single time you do it, you only get 1? Is that right? I really wish I could convert Echo of War materials, because I have so many of this one. How many of this one do I have? 60, 57, 68, 51. It's just like, am I really gonna need all this Echo of War materials? Alright, I think it's safe for us to do two of these, and then save the rest for save the rest of the Trailblaze power for tomorrow, when we will unlock that Echo of War. That's the goal for tomorrow. Alright. So let's go here. I'm working on getting better broken keel materials right now, actually. So we're gonna go here. Right? Wait, I've got like a character listing of characters I'm working on right now. So the area I'm struggling the most in is the sphere and the rope. And the characters that I have that use broken keel. So many characters use broken keel. Sparkle's gonna use it, Bronya's gonna use it, Fushwan's gonna use it. Luocha, I didn't really know uses broken keel. And then I gave it to Ranmei too. What are people using for Ranmei? Hang on. Oh, they're using this more? That's interesting. I can see why people would use Talia Kingdom of Banditry to get that extra break effect. But I don't think it's necessary, because if I remember correctly, Ranmei's break effect caps off at 180. So it's kind of a moot point. So that's why we're running Keel. Okay. Alright, so let's run the broken keel one twice. And then use the mats to level up Herta's stuff. And for this, I'm just gonna let it run on auto, to be honest.
Be watchful, always. Peach blossoms.
Let's see.
There we go. It's the only blind spot on the entire ship. Nobody just ever checks that one area. Like, I think it's 3. I think it's 3. But regardless, that means I do need to, between tomorrow and then after Monday reset, that's when I should be able to level up Lingsha. Nice. Ooh, triple rope. What I'm looking for, okay, what I'm looking for from these are energy regen ropes with break effect would be ideal. Or HP percent or crit damage. That's not energy. That's not energy. Literally 3 different ropes and none of them are energy. Okay, that's cool. That's fine. Oh, that's right. I forgot all the different, like, stuff that, like the weighted curios and stuff. Alright, attack percent is not useful. Break effect is... I don't need break effect. Because I think I think I capped off Ron May's break effect. Right? Let me just double check Ron May's... Let me check Ron May's, requirements.
Short respite, then time for the next fight.
Alright, builds and teams. Stack break effect until 180. Then speed. And then... basically anything else. Yeah, and I think my Ron May's actually got that. I think that Ron May's actually okay in that regard. Really, I just need to make Ron May more durable. These stats are kind of like weak, like they're kind of squishy. Alright, so 135 on the speed, which is good. 167.4 on the break effect, which is fine as long as I've got Harmony Trailblazer. Let me see what the recommended stats are. HP 3700 to 5000. Alright, that's not it. What am I missing? What is this? HP percent? What's the body? The body's also HP percent. I wonder why the HP percent is so low. Defense 1000 to 100. Yeah, no, all the stats on... Oh, duh. That's why. Oof. I don't have the mats. Ugh, I need like more copies of this. I need 2 S5 versions of these. One to give to Ron May and then one to give to Harmony MC. But that's why these stats are kind of low. At least the defense stat. Woof. We got a long way to go with our Ron May. Really, it just boils down to like the substats. Anyways, all right. So we go here, salvage. Okay. And then, are these useless? I think everything's useless. Attack percent is useless. That's useless. That's useless. Convert into relic materials. And then we go to Herda. Okay. So, let's level this up. See what the... well, if we have enough, that is. Alright, let's see what the final roll goes into. And I really hope this goes into crit damage. Crit rate, I'll take it. What's the crit rate at right now, actually? Like, there's a lot of crit rate stacked on right now. 76.9%. So basically every 3 out of 4 attacks is going to be a crit hit, which is pretty good. Alright. Do I have anything to give to this? Alright, 3. What am I hoping for? Crit rate, of course, is always good. Attack percent is good. Crit rate, attack percent... that's really it. Yeah. Alright, well, let's hope it's crit rate. Break effect. Okay. Alright, so really, just really hoping it rolls into crit damage, basically, this whole time. Ooh, spicy. Okay, alright. We got more? Okay. Oh, let's go! Now I'm enticed. Do I have any other ones that I can get rid of right now just to level it up to max? Because it's like, what am I using? Because obviously I have so many relics. And some of them I haven't even used. Like, they're level 15 and I haven't even used them. Because some are worth saving, right? This rolled into speed 4 times, which is amazing. This rolled into speed twice and crit damage, which is pretty good on an attack sphere. This is not bad. Oh, I rolled into attack twice. That's painful. This is also pretty good, but honestly, break effect on this. Increase the wearer's attack by 12%. This might just be useful for the 12%. That's good, not getting rid of that. Defense on this one is not bad. HP with break effect, crit rate, and defense. This I could see myself getting rid of. What are these other ones? Attack percent that rolled into rate's good. That's okay. That's okay as well. I think this was originally a Fu Xuan piece. What is... Okay, so this is ice damage boost with crit damage on it and effect res, which isn't really good. But I think I used it for my Jingliu. So what does my Jingliu have right now? Ice damage with attack and speed. Okay. That's why I haven't changed it, because... Why attack damage, ice damage with speed and defense 15.1%? Was I saving this for somebody? Because this is not very good. Like, speed 5 is good, but... defense? I don't know about that one. Anyways. There's got to be one level 15 relic I can... happily get rid of to use as mats. There's got to be at least one. Because obviously I'm not using them all. This isn't so bad. Crit damage 15.5% on the headpiece is actually not too bad. HP and effect res is good on that. Defense percent is fine. Speed 7's not too bad on this either. This is pretty good too. Oh, jeez. Okay. I think I saved that for the crit damage. Energy regen. This is not too good, but it is an energy regen robe. Fire damage boost. Rolled into crit rate 3 times. We hold on to that. That might be useful. Rolled into speed twice. Because I feel like... Okay, so increases attack by 12%. Increases the wearer's crit rate by 6%. After the wearer uses a follow-up attack. Increases damage dealt by their ultimate by 36%. Because, see, speed might not necessarily be the right boots for Fei Zhao because of how they gain stacks of Aureus, of Flying Aureus. This is pretty good. Crit damage with 3 rolls in the rate, that's pretty good. This is okay. What does Fei Zhao have? I feel like that's going to answer this question. If, like, these are worth saving based on what Fei Zhao has. Alright, so the hand has attack, crit rate, and effect res, which is not that... What's my current speed stat? 137. Okay. Wait a minute. Attack percent 12, crit rate 6.1, attack percent... Oh, I could probably get rid of this pretty happily. Who else uses that? Alright, Fei Zhao, Moza, and Yun Li. Alright, so for Moza, what do we got for our dude? Just in case we ever want to play him, you know, there's no point in throwing away a good relic. Oh, wait a minute, I gave him this! Because this is by default will always apply. Let's take a look at the builds and team comp. Alright, so best relic in set with 3 debuffs as the requirement is Pioneer Diver of Dead Waters. So that's why I got it like this. Okay, that's fine. I think we can get rid of that hand piece and still feel okay with it. So let's see if our streamer luck is not dead yet. Is this a waste? From 9 to 15. Let's just double check our math. Because this seems like quite a steep... Alright, so from 9... So 15 is 76,000. Minus 9 is 17,558. It's about 4,000 over. That's a lot. Is it a lot? It's actually just 4 of these. That's okay. We could... Oh, gosh. I hate saying we could sink it. What does this put us at? 31? That's not nearly enough. That's a 12. Let's just sink it right now. Alright. Because once we get this done... Like, is this the last relic we need to level up for Herta? And then, like, we're good? Then we can actually use Herta for Pure Fiction? Okay, yeah. Yep, that's the last one. And then we can use her for Pure Fiction. And then life moves on. Alright. Crit damage, let's go! Oh, speed to 6 is not bad either. This is actually pretty good. I can level with this. Because speed is extra, like, attacks, technically. I wonder... Let's try Pure Fiction right now, actually. Those actually aren't bad boots. But, like, you know, if I wanted speed stats on boots, I should have gone for speed stats, right? Okay. Pure Fiction, let's do a quick run. Okay. I wonder why this was, like, the whimsicalities. And I'm wondering what the right move is here. Because I'm not doing 30,000 on any of them, which is bad. And it's just like... See, if I had Lingsha would actually be pretty good here. Instead of Fu Xuan. What other preservation characters do I have? Like sustains. Locha doesn't help this team at all. I wonder if Herta could even help any of these teams, actually. Because I'm thinking, who do I have that's AoE that hits lightning damage? And basically, I'm looking at Acheron. If I had Himiko, maybe this would be helpful here. I wonder where I have Robin in this team, actually. I think this would probably be better with Ron May. But then I'm down to just 1 DPS. I just like having Robin on my team, because then I can just action advance forward like mad. If I built Pela more... Because what's Pela at? Wait, what? I guess it doesn't help that her relics aren't maxed out. And the crit rate, crit damage is pretty bad too. Huh. I wonder... Would Gwynifen be better? Because the goal is to just keep charging up Acheron, which is why this would be better off as Lingsha, because Lingsha inflicts the Woeful State, if I remember correctly. Befog, I'm sorry, inflicts Befog, and Befog counts. Yeah, I don't think Herta helps any of these teams. Maybe this one a little bit, but who would I replace? Bronya? Is my Acheron speed Acheron? Yeah. Barely speed Acheron. Woo! Look at this beauty of a piece. Speed 8 doesn't seem so bad. What's my crit rate currently at? 77.5? Or 75.7? Ooh, I could have like a hyper speed. But then that defeats the purpose of the Bronya. I feel like the Bronya should just stack speed and crit damage. Like all the... Wow, Bronya, wait a minute. How is my Bronya only at that level of speed? Did I switch? Oh, I might have switched it out here. Speed 4, crit damage 5 point. Crit damage 12.3. This has to be crit damage. And these are speed by default. Broken keel. Huh. We're gonna give this to Bronya just because the speed's kind of necessary. Hyper Speed Sparkle would help with Pure Fiction, though. Honestly, if we could just obliterate the enemies fast enough, we wouldn't even need Fushuen. Let's actually just see if that works. No, I feel like there's got to be some level of sustain. Well, we could find out the hard way, right? Imbiber to Lune would be pretty good here, too. Actually, no, I have a feeling... Okay, so we keep this the same. This is fine. We should put Herta here. For the sheer fact that once we get Super Break going, she's gonna do a ton of damage. So we'll put... like that. I think that's worth trying. Let's give it a shot. Finding out the hard way is the best way. All right, let's go.
The enemy situation is changing.
Stream 4. Gleam of old blades.
Time to change tactics. Lend me your strength.
Another journey begins. Destined for oblivion.
Commencing support.
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Enemy data secure. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack. A quick divination.
Free will, or was it fate? On the still waters of oblivion.
Alright, Bronya, please restore the point. Oh, okay, all good.
The storm.
I've got E2 Bronya, so like 50% of the time I think it's their 50% of the time their skill regenerates a point.
Ready for another? I see through you.
Oh.
Human creations.
I messed up. I didn't apply the
I weep for the departed.
Matrix of Prussians. Oh, just the one enemy left?
This battle is lend me your strength.
Bronya, you gotta restore some points for me, homie.
Enemy data net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
We sacrifice the Matrix of Prussians to deal damage.
Another journey begins from the still waters of oblivion. I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
You'll pay for this.
Okay. Ugh. Bronya, I don't know about this, homie. I need you to restore this point.
Lend me your strength.
Oh my gosh.
Free will, or was it fate?
We've entered the storm.
Bronya has restored 0 skill points.
Ready for another? Enemy data net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
Honestly, do I even need Fu Xuan? I just need someone who restores HP.
Together as one.
Because I'm starting to wonder if Fu Xuan's kind of dead weight.
Another journey be destined for oblivion.
I wish I had Aventurine for this type of scenario.
Enemy targets detected. A quick divination.
That was such a waste of a series of attacks.
No matter. All things human creations. There's always a weakness.
Oh, Bronya, you did not help much in this.
Still waters of oblivion.
Ready for another? Net markers activated. Time for a good old count.
I think I gotta redo this run. Bronya should have been restoring more skill points.
Storms on the horizon.
Show your infallible.
Stream 4. Gleam of old blades.
Time to change tactics. Lend me your strength.
Didn't restore any points there.
Destined for oblivion. I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Enemy data net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack. No matter. We've entered the storm. To guard and defend. Crush them.
Another journey begins. On the still waters of oblivion.
Commencing support. Ready for another? Lend me your strength.
Okay, I think we got the point
Free
back
will,
that
or
time.
was it fate? Destined for oblivion.
Converge and awaken. Human creations.
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Nice.
Still waters of oblivion.
Alright, we need this point to be restored, Branya. We need this point back.
Enemy data signet markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack. There's always a weakness. Lend me your
Oh
strength.
my gosh, Branya, help!
I see through you. No matter.
Another journey be destined for oblivion.
There's always a weakness.
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Lend me your strength.
Alright, there we go.
We've
There's
entered
one
the storm.
point.
To guard and defend. Crush them.
Still waters of oblivion.
Enemy targets to ready for another. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack. We came together.
This is not a very good run. I really think I gotta get rid of Fushuan.
Destined for oblivion.
I don't really know if Fushuan's helping our cause right now.
You'll pay for this. Lend me your strength.
Free will, or was it fate? Still waters of oblivion. I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Commencing support.
Destined for oblivion.
Freeze to death.
Oh! Alright, Branya. Come through.
Lend me your strength.
Let's go!
Still waters of oblivion.
Oh, unfreeze Fushuan!
Enemy targets detected. Ready for another? Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
What did I get on that one? Current score 22. That's actually kind of
Danger
sad.
Ready yourself.
Please stay tuned.
Upgrade configured.
Alright, let's see if Hurt does any useful at all for our case.
Decided to play your ace, huh?
Sam in position.
Detonate. Until everything burns to ashes. Firefly Type 4 in position. Fight to live. Time to twirl.
Did the rhythm get messed up? Let's
Yes.
improvise.
Alright, there we go.
Let the show begin.
Alright, now Herta should be doing super break like every 5 seconds.
It's nothing. Nice, like my friends. Indulge yourselves!
Time to twirl.
It ain't over.
Recalibrating.
I'll catch up.
Do you know who this big diamond? It's all yours. This is more than about sex in the sea. So please.
Did the rhythm get messed up? Dreams do come true.
Time to twirl.
My mood is.
I don't know
let the
why I
show
activated that. I really should not have activated that.
I'll catch
Like I'll let
Nice, like my friends.
I'll let Firefly worry about actually do all the
Indulge
breaking.
yourselves!
Woo!
Step up, let's see ya.
Fight to live! Time to twirl! Oh dear.
Nice.
Take your positions. Let's improvise.
Firefly Type 4, set to the seas of flame! Time to twirl!
Nice, nice.
I like that confidence.
Oof. MC's getting hurt.
Dreams do come true.
Joining the battle.
Is that enough? Yes! Okay. I think it was like just the right amount of energy.
Fight to live! Time to twirl! Honored to meet me.
In the mood
Do
for
you
another
know
beating?
this big diamond? It's all yours!
Nice, like my friends. Indulge yourselves! That's all you got?
Hmm.
Time to twirl! Attack detected!
Nothing.
Set to the seas of flame!
Did the rhythm get messed up? The mood is set. Let the show begin!
Who's next? Gallagher? Gallagher will get us a point
Let's
back.
improvise.
Time to twirl!
Nice, like my friends. Indulge yourselves! It ain't over.
Ooh, it feels so bad using a Firefly attack just for that.
What are you looking at?
Take your positions.
Good super break, good super break. Who's next? Firefly? Firefly's gotta get the skill.
I like that confidence.
Set to the seas of flame!
That's all you got?
I think that's all the damage I'm pressing out. That's even less than what I did before. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna have to figure this out because this is less than what I scored previously. So, with that being said, I'm gonna hit the hay. So with that being said, that is the end of the stream. Thank you all so much for watching. As always, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please feel free to leave a comment down below and I'd be happy to answer when I have the time. Right now, my Discord's open. I'm not really inviting a ton of people at the moment just because it's like I gotta rebuild a community. And in order to build a community, I gotta release content. So I gotta figure out what content I want to release before any of that. But that is all for now. Thank you all so much for watching. I will be streaming again today, technically, a little bit later, but towards like the afternoon, morning-ish time. But that's all for now. Thank you all so much for watching. I've said that 3 times already, and until next time, take it easy.